Galadriel, the Lady of Lothlorien, embodies wisdom, power, and foresight in Tolkien's legendarium. Among the many moments of beauty and gravitas in the Fellowship of the Ring, one scene stands out as particularly layered and symbolic. Galadriel's granting of a strand of her hair to Gimli the dwarf. In the films, this act is understated, but within the lore of Middle-earth, it carries a weight of history, prophecy, and reconciliation. This act is not merely an exchange of a token of admiration, but is deeply woven into the ancient animosities and hopes of elves and dwarves. It symbolizes a bridge between two peoples divided since the Elder Days. Let us delve into why this gift is so significant. Galadriel's hair is described as capturing the light of the two trees of Valinor, Telperion and Lorien, even after their destruction in the First Age. Feanor, the mightiest of the Noldor who created the Silmarils, begged 3 times for a strand of her hair. Galadriel refused him each time, perceiving his pride and selfish desires. Her refusal underscores the value she places on intention and worthiness. By contrast, Gimli's request, a single strand, stems not from pride, but genuine admiration. In Tolkien's narrative, this represents the beauty of humility. Galadriel, moved by his sincerity, grants him not 1 strand but 3, marking a profound moment of grace. In the year 3019 of the Third Age, this gesture signifies the possibility of healing the rift between elves and dwarves, which had been exacerbated since the First Age, as chronicled in the tale of Thingol and the Nauglamir. Here, Galadriel becomes a vessel for hope, showing that past grievances can be set aside in favor of mutual respect. Gimli's request for Galadriel's hair is unprecedented, as no dwarf before him had expressed admiration for an elf of such stature. Through this moment, Gimli transcends stereotypes, embodying the potential for unity beyond racial divides. His reverence for Galadriel foreshadows his role in the Fourth Age, as he aids in rebuilding the bridges between dwarves and elves. Gimli later becomes the only dwarf allowed to sail into the west with Legolas, a testament to this bond of friendship. It is no coincidence that Galadriel grants this gift as the Fellowship prepares to depart Lothlorien, heading toward an uncertain future. Her gift to Gimli is more than personal, it is prophetic. It symbolizes her faith in the possibility of reconciliation and the resilience of the Fellowship's diverse members. Sardel Gunrielmeth, Unnews, Sardel de Elmeth, Unnews, Lon Negef, Seraniel. The light within Galadriel's hair echoes the Silmarils, which captured the brilliance of Telperion and Lorien. By offering Gimli this strand, she is sharing a piece of the undying light, the same light that kindles hope against the shadow of Sauron. This act ties into the overarching theme of Tolkien's work, the endurance of beauty and goodness, even in the face of destruction. In granting Gimli the strands, Galadriel demonstrates her alignment with the Valar's hope for unity and peace among the children of Ilúvatar. Galadriel's act reminds us that small moments can carry monumental importance. Tolkien often explored how the smallest acts of kindness and courage shape the destiny of the world. By honoring Gimli's request, Galadriel upholds this ethos. This gesture also provides a poignant contrast to Feanor's tragic hubris. Where Feanor's desire for Galadriel's hair was born of greed and possessiveness, Gimli's request is selfless and sincere. This dichotomy highlights the redemptive power of humility and genuine admiration. Galadriel's gift of her hair to Gimli is a moment easily overlooked in the films, but carries profound significance in Tolkien's text. It weaves together themes of reconciliation, humility, and the enduring light of hope. As readers of Tolkien's mythology, we are reminded that even the smallest gestures, made with genuine intent, can ripple through history, uniting even the most divided peoples. This scene encapsulates Tolkien's belief in the possibility of harmony and understanding, even amidst strife. a lesson as relevant today as it was in the mythical world of Arda. Galadriel's act of granting Gimli a strand of her hair reverberates through the histories of elves and dwarves, echoing a longing for the mending of ancient divides. In the First Age, the relationship between elves and dwarves was both cooperative and contentious. The crafting of the Nauglamir in Doriath marked one of the few collaborations between these races, but ended in treachery and bloodshed when the dwarves coveted the Silmaril it housed. These wounds persisted, cementing a mutual distrust that endured into the Third Age. Galadriel's gesture is a quiet repudiation of this animosity. Her willingness to honor Gimli as an individual rather than as a representative of his race underscores the potential for unity when personal integrity supersedes inherited prejudice. By choosing to trust and honor Gimli, she sets an example for future relations between the two peoples. This reconciliation is emblematic of one of Tolkien's central themes, the triumph of friendship and fellowship over division. Just as the Fellowship of the Ring unites diverse races for a common cause, the mutual respect between Galadriel and Gimli becomes a microcosm of this greater ideal. Gimli's receipt of the strands of Galadriel's hair grants him a role of unique significance. In the Fourth Age, as the dwarves continue their legacy of craftsmanship, it is said that Gimli uses these strands to create a crystal casket, a masterpiece preserving the light of the Eldar for future generations. This artifact becomes a symbol of the shared beauty and interwoven fates of the races of Middle-earth. Gimli's role as a keeper of this memory elevates his character beyond that of a warrior. In Tolkien's world, acts of preservation, whether of culture, history, or beauty, are as heroic as feats of physical strength. Gimli's connection to Galadriel's light bridges the ancient and the new, carrying a glimmer of the elder days into the Age of Men. Galadriel's mirror, a device of foresight shown earlier in the Fellowship's stay in Lorien, offers a parallel to her gift of hair. Both acts reflect her ability to perceive not only the present, but the possible futures of Middle-earth. By giving Gimli her strands, she acknowledges a path where old enmities are dissolved and new alliances forged. Galadriel's prophetic abilities often operate subtly, working through symbols rather than explicit declarations. The gift of her hair, laden with the light of Valinor, is both a tribute to Gimli's character and a foresight of the role dwarves will play in the restoration and rebuilding of Middle-earth. In this, Tolkien mirrors the idea of light as a guiding force, akin to the light of Eärendil's star, which guides Frodo and Sam through the darkness of Mordor. With the departure of Galadriel to Valinor in 3021 of the Third Age, her gift to Gimli becomes a poignant symbol of her enduring influence in Middle-earth. While she herself takes the last remnants of the ancient world across the sea, the strands of her hair remain, a tangible link to the light of the two trees and the wisdom of the Eldar. The presence of these strands in the Fourth Age ensures that the memory of Galadriel's grace and foresight does not fade. It emphasizes a recurring motif in Tolkien's work: the power of memory and relics to inspire and guide future generations. As Gimli preserves her gift, he not only honors their friendship, but also carries forward a symbol of hope and reconciliation. A recurring thread in Tolkien's legendarium is the interplay between humility and greatness. Galadriel's power as one of the greatest elves of the Third Age does not render her inaccessible. On the contrary, it is her humility, her recognition of sincerity and goodness in others, that defines her character. By honoring Gimli, she aligns her immense power with an act of personal grace. Similarly, Gimli's request for a strand of her hair reflects his understanding of beauty and reverence, traits not commonly associated with dwarfs in Middle-earth. Tolkien uses Gimli's humility as a means to break stereotypes, highlighting that greatness can manifest in unexpected ways and individuals. Tolkien's storytelling often finds its most profound moments in subtle acts of grace rather than grand displays of power. The giving of Galadriel's hair is one such instance. It combines layers of personal interaction, cultural history, and mythic resonance, creating a moment that is both intimate and epic. This scene's understated nature in the films contrasts sharply with its layered significance in the text. While the films succeed in capturing the awe of Lorien, they miss the thematic weight of Galadriel's interaction with Gimli. Tolkien, through his careful prose, elevates this moment to one of the most resonant acts of mutual respect in his mythology. Prophecy is a cornerstone of Tolkien's legendarium, providing both structure and depth to his storytelling. From the doom of Mandos in the Silmarillion to Gandalf's foretelling of Gollum's role in the destruction of the One Ring, Tolkien weaves a tapestry of foresight and fulfillment that reinforces the interconnectedness of his world. Galadriel's gift to Gimli is no exception. Though not explicitly framed as a prophecy, her act carries an implicit foresight. It acknowledges a future where dwarves and elves might transcend their historical enmity. A possibility that aligns with Tolkien's broader themes of hope and redemption. This foresight, however subtle, is emblematic of Tolkien's belief in the unforeseen importance of small acts and personal choices in shaping destiny. Galadriel herself is a vessel of prophecy. Her mirror offers glimpses into possible futures, but her actions go beyond what the mirror reveals. By giving Gimli her hair, she not only recognizes his character, but also lays the groundwork for his future role as a bridge between elves and dwarves. This act complements other moments of foresight, such as her granting the Fial of Eorendil to Frodo, a light that proves pivotal in his struggle against Shelob and his journey through Mordor. In Tolkien's mythos, prophecies are not always grand or dramatic. They often hinge on quiet moments of grace. Galadriel's gift is a subtle prophecy fulfilled in the Fourth Age, when Gimli and Legolas journey together to the Undying Lands. This journey, unprecedented for a dwarf, symbolizes the reconciliation foretold by Galadriel's act. It demonstrates that even the most entrenched divisions can be healed through respect and friendship. The light of Galadriel's hair, preserved by Gimli, becomes a symbol of hope passed down to future generations. It reflects the enduring relevance of her gift and the foresight it embodied. Tolkien uses prophecy to explore the tension between fate and free will. While certain events seem preordained, the choices of individuals play a crucial role in their realization. Galadriel's prophecy is no different. It is Gimli's humility and courage that allow the prophecy to be fulfilled. In this way, Tolkien underscores that prophecy is not a fixed path, but a promise of potential, realized through the actions of those who rise to the occasion. Galadriel's gift to Gimli is a moment where prophecy, humility, and hope converge. It reflects the centrality of foresight in Tolkien's legendarium, where even the smallest actions can ripple across history to fulfill grand destinies. As readers, we are reminded of the enduring relevance of these themes, not only in Middle-earth but in our own lives, where kindness, humility, and hope hold the power to shape the future.